Hello my lovelies, it is time for my Fall Into Reading Athon vlog, so stay tuned. Yay, it is day one of the Fall Into Reading Athon and I am so excited. I have my fall checklist shirt. This is a new shirt I've gotten and I love it. It's super cute. I was feeling all the fall vibes today. So let me show you, like, I think I've changed my TBR a little bit since I filmed my TBR. So let me tell you what I plan on reading for the Fall Into Reading Athon. So for prompt number 1, school's in session, read the group book or buddy read a book. I will be reading the group book, which is Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I am buddy reading this with my group. So today I'm only reading the first 4 chapters of this. Also, I found it on Scribd, so I will be listening to that. Yay. And let's see. For online learning, read an ebook or audiobook. I could count this, but instead I'm going to read The Great American Whatever by Tim Federle because I found it on Hoopla, so yay. For Friday Night Lights, read a book involving a competition, sports game, tournament, or contest. I will be reading the graphic novel Fence Volume 1 because there's fencing involved. Also, I'm thinking I might save this until Friday when we go to a football game, which is actually going to be Xander School's homecoming game. So that'll be fun. And then for Who Wants Candy Corn, read a book with white, orange, and or yellow on the cover. I will be reading As You Like It, a Shakespeare story by Andrew Matthews and Tony Ross, which is like a little short kids version, I guess, of Shakespeare stories. Then for Pumpkin Spice Lattes and Apple Picking, read a book with a fruit or beverage on the cover. I will be reading The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. This is actually the one I'm starting with. I've already started this morning. I've been up for a while still. And I'm currently on page 246. So I am definitely making a chunk into this. I have an audiobook of this as well. So I'm flying through this. So I'm over halfway at this point. And then for Beneath the Harvest Moon, channel your inner beast and read something paranormal. I will be reading the graphic novel Anya's Ghost by Vera Broskol. So these are the books I need to read for this readathon. I think I can do this, especially considering my 3 bigger books I have audiobooks for, and then the other 3 are really small. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I also started reading, I think it was yesterday that I started this, I believe. It feels like my days are a blur. But I did start Don't You Forget About Me by Kate Harris Quinn. This is for my Have I Read It? And I'm currently on page 130. So a little more than a third. I do not have an audiobook of this. So I may be trying to make my way through this week as well. But yeah, I am very excited. I have a few things that I have to take care of today. I don't know how much of it you're gonna see though. I have to take Bella to the vet. She's got to get a checkup and all that stuff. And then I have video that I need to get edited and uploaded, my vlog from last week. And I'm going to film this fun unboxing video with Marty and Xander, but that'll be like later this afternoon / evening time, and I'm excited for that because I think it's gonna be fun. Oh, there is one thing I will show you later, which is also gonna be fun. So I came across these really weird candy corn. These are Brock's, and this is turkey dinner and apple pie and coffee candy corn. It's apparently an entire Thanksgiving meal in candy corn form. So there's some that taste like green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, apple pie, and coffee. I'm kind of expecting most of them to be terrible. But later this evening, me, Marty, and Xander are gonna sit around the table and we're going to try these while on camera. Okay, I'm going to go now so I can get ready to take Bella to the vet, and I will talk to you later. Okay, so I have here those very strange candy corns, and we're gonna try them out. So, try to give us all the same ones. All right, we're gonna start with the green ones. I think this one's supposed to be the green beans. Oh.
Tastes like candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't taste like candy corn to me.
Has a weird aftertaste.
Oh. That's really not good. Oh, that's weird. I don't like it.
It tastes like chalk and candy corn.
I'm getting the same thing.
Okay. That's nasty. Okay. These look like the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next we have...
Smells nice.
We have this one here.
Apple.
This is the apple pie.
Yeah, definitely. That's
I like that one. Okay. Okay. We'll do this one next. Okay, so we're gonna do this one now. I have no idea. Maybe this is the coffee. Definitely the coffee.
Yep.
I like that one too. That one's really good. Okay. Alright. This one is a little, it looks kind of like the apple pie one, but it's a slightly different color. So this one looks a lot like apple pie, except where the apple pie was white, this one's more yellow. Let's go. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, it's not good. I just don't know what it is.
Me either.
I mean, I have.
It's either the roasted turkey or the stuffing.
I mean, my mouth is kind of like broken. I have coffee, pecans, apple pie in there. It's kind of hard to figure out what is what.
There's nothing in here that's pecans.
No, I mean,
okay.
I just all the stuff I've already ate.
That was really nasty.
I have no clue.
Okay, I don't know.
I think all that's left is the
I guess we had the cranberry sauce. Looks like this. Okay. That one's good.
I don't like it.
That one's good.
Well, I think
We need to pick out all of the green ones because those are nasty.
Well, I think some of these are different because, like, these two probably won't taste the same.
No, I think those are both apple pie.
Yeah, but that's what I thought before.
You might have picked up one of these by mistake.
Nah, there might be a color difference.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's two that look very, very similar. The apple pie and probably maybe the turkey or something. Let's try it. It's very close in color though.
This one is not apple pie because that one's the apple pie.
Nope.
That's turkey. The turkey's not terrible.
It's uncomfortable.
That's so weird.
In my opinion, I think turkey's the worst one.
Sorry, Einstein's moving the tripod. Okay, well that was fun. What was your favorite or least favorite?
I like the apple.
The turkey, the turkey's the worst, and the coffee's the best.
My favorite was definitely the coffee. My least favorite was the stuffing. The second least favorite was the green beans. I don't know what we're gonna do with those. Those are nasty. So I am happy to say that today I completed some of my goals. I actually finished reading The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine, and I loved it. It's 5 stars. I've had this book for so long. I can't believe it's taken me this long to read it. This is a Snow White retelling, and Lorelai, she is our Snow White in this story, and what's her name? Queen Irina is not really like the stepmother, she's more of the aunt. Her mother and father were the king and queen, and her aunt killed them all off so that she could have the power and be the queen. And Lorelai and her brother managed to escape, and the queen thought that they were dead as well. And they've been doing a little bit of like a Robin Hood type thing and stealing food and supplies from the queen and giving it to the families in need, because she's killing Ravenspire, the kingdom that they have. She's killing the land, she's killing the people, they're going hungry, and Lorelai is trying to save them while also preparing to go after Queen Irina and reclaim her throne. And there's also a little bit of a love interest here with our huntsman. Though he's not necessarily a huntsman, he's actually a king of another kingdom. And he's needing help from Queen Irina to get some ogres out of his kingdom. And the only way to do that is with the queen's magic. And he thinks that she's the only one that's capable of helping him. And he has 2 hearts. So he has a human heart and a dragon heart, and he can shapeshift into a dragon, which is pretty cool. And I can't really say much more than that because I don't want to spoil anything, but this was so good. Yeah, if you're a fan of the Cursebreaker series by Bridget Kimmerer, I highly recommend this. Our main character Lorelai, she was giving me Harper vibes. Cole, who is the king of Elder, he was giving me Ren vibes. And Queen Irina, she was giving me Lilith vibes, totally. Also, if you like the Lunar Chronicles, I think you'd also like this series. So much fun. I highly recommend it, and I'm giving it 5 stars. Also today, I got some book mail. I went ahead and opened it because it was majorly packaged. Like, the box that it was in was completely covered in tape. And then this also had bubble wrap that was also completely wrapped in tape around it as well. But I got the box set of these 4-book collections by Alice Oseman. So we have Solitaire, Radio Silence, I Was Born for This, and Loveless. Now, I've read Radio Silence, and I think I gave that 5 stars. I loved it. And I love these editions. And I don't have any of these other 3, and I haven't read any of them. So I would like to, because everything else I've read by her, I think I've given them all 5 stars. I love it. So let's see. Solitaire. My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but that's all over now. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. Then Radio Silence. Frances is a steady machine with one goal. Nothing will stand in her way. Not friends, not a guilty secret, not even the person she is on the inside. Then she meets Aled, and for the first time, she's unafraid to be herself. So when the fragile trust between them is broken, Frances is caught between who she was and who she longs to be. Now she knows that she has to confront her past, to confess why Karis disappeared. Frances is going to need every bit of courage she has. And this says, engaging with themes of identity, diversity, and the freedom to choose, radio silence is a tour de force by the most exciting writer of her generation. Then I Was Born for This says, for Angel, life is about one thing, the Ark, a pop rock trio of teenage boys taking the world by storm. Being part of the Ark's fandom has given her everything she loves, her friend Juliet, her dreams, her place in the world. Jimmy owes everything to the Ark. He's their front man, and playing in a band with his mates is all he ever dreamed of doing. But dreams don't always turn out the way you think, and when Jimmy and Angel are unexpectedly thrust together, they find out how strange and surprising facing up to reality can be. Funny and wise, I Was Born for This is a stunning reflection on the power of believing in something, especially yourself. And then for Loveless, this says, Georgia has never been in love, never kissed anyone, never even had a crush. But as a fanfic-obsessed romantic, she's sure she'll find her person one day. As she starts university, Georgia makes a plan to find love. But when her actions wreak havoc among her friends, she questions why romance seems so easy for other people, yet not for her. With new terms thrown at her, asexual, aromantic, Georgia is more uncertain about her feelings than ever. Is she destined to remain loveless, or has she been looking for the wrong thing all along? This wise, warm, and witty story of identity and self-acceptance sees Alice Oseman on towering form as Georgia and her friends discover that true love isn't limited to romance. Love it! So I am very excited to have this set, and they're so cute. I also started my buddy read of Perfect on Paper, which is also the group book, and I'm currently on page 60 of this. So tomorrow I will read a little bit more. And while I was waiting in line at Xander's school to pick him up, I did bring Don't You Forget About Me as well. And I got to page 145. Not a huge amount read in this, but like I said, I'm just going to kind of chip away at it throughout the week as I can. I also got my video film that I needed to do, and I started editing my video, though I'm nowhere close to being done with that. So tomorrow that is going to be a higher priority, though, because I want to try to finish something every day at least. I'll probably pick up As You Like It, the Shakespeare story, because it's very short and quick, and I can knock that out in like 5-10 minutes, something like that, so I can get another book completed. And I'll probably, if I get to where I'm listening to something, which I'm sure I will because I'll have to drive somewhere at some point tomorrow, I'll start listening to The Great American Whatever. But yeah, my big thing tomorrow is gonna be, I need to get this video finished editing and uploading. So I will just talk to you later. So I ended up having another video that I was supposed to film that I totally forgot about, and so I had to do that. And I also forgot that we had to go and pick up Xander from school this morning because he had an appointment at the post office to get his passport renewed because his expired this month. And we're going on a cruise in December, which he doesn't necessarily need a passport for, but in May we're going on a different cruise. We're actually going on an Alaskan cruise in May, and we're flying to Canada to leave from there. So he needed his passport for that. So, and both Marty and I had to go with him to get it because both parents have to be there. So we had to do it on a day that Marty would be off. So my day has been pretty busy already, but I did manage to read As You Like It. And this is definitely one of his lighter, more fun kind of plays. Not quite so tragic as a lot of them. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read this play in particular, but this makes me want to read this play, so I'm gonna give this 4 stars. This follows, we have Duke Sr. is banished by his brother Duke Frederick, and Duke Sr. goes to the woods of the forest of Arden, and he's happily living there. Frederick, on the other hand, is not so happy, and Duke Sr.'s daughter, Rosalind, was left behind because Frederick's daughter, Cecilia, begged for her to stay, and they were playmates, and they grew up and were great friends. But Rosalind's beauty kind of outshone Cecilia, and Frederick was not okay with this, and he was just looking for a reason to banish Rosalind. And when Orlando shows up, who is like the son of Frederick's enemy, Rosalind takes to him, and because of that, Frederick banishes her, and Cecilia runs off with her, and Rosalind dresses as a boy, cuts her hair, and they're living as brother and sister in this cottage in the woods. And they looked for Rosalind's dad but wasn't able to find him, so they're living in this cottage. And one day they happen to stumble upon Orlando, and Orlando doesn't realize that this boy is actually Rosalind, and she's trying to teach him about how to get over being lovesick, and she continues playing this boy, but also she tells him, pretend I'm Rosalind, which is funny because she is Rosalind. And it just goes on from there. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. And it's really short. So, yay. That actually completed my, well, one of the prompts. I can't remember which. My paper's over there. And it completed one of my cards against my TBR. Oh, also, this is Xander's passport picture. Isn't he such a cutie? And I've also continued with Perfect on Paper. I'm currently on page 138. There's miscommunication, there's love triangles, there's sabotage, but there's also a lot of really great romance advice in here that a lot of people can take to heart. And there's also discussions about pronouns, and there's so much different representation in here. Our main character, her sister is trans, and her sister's name is Angelique, I believe. But yeah, it's great. And she's taking hormones, and she's recently transitioned and over the age of 18, but still lives at home with their mom, and they also go to stay with their dad a couple of days each month. And I'm just really enjoying this. It's very cute. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I almost see like 2 different love triangles kind of forming, and I can see them all combining. So what is that, a love kinset? I don't know. But it's fun. And I've only gotten through like half of my video that I need to edit, so that is what I'm going to spend the bigger part of the day working on for the rest of the day, because it's a little after 1 now. And then I have to pick Xander up at 6 from band practice. So I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you later. Yes, I'm so cozy tonight. I've got my jammies on. I got a fuzzy robe. I've got some hot apple cider and Fence. That's what I will be reading for my Friday Night Lights prompt. I haven't started it yet, so I'm going to start it in this reading sprint.
I'm excited to hear what you think. And then, of course, we have our lovely Clint.
Hi guys, I decided to randomly go, hey, I'm joining because Sterling's not feeling well, and I decided I wanted to stay up and read a little bit while he's laying down. I am going to be starting, because I haven't started a book yet today, which is weird, but I caught up on The Circle.
Me too.
and then I kind of went wedding idea, like plotting. All day at work, that's all I can think of. But I will be starting Cemetery Boys during this because today's the first day of fall and I want to spooky read. And I'm doing this one for Beneath the Harvest Moon.
Ooh.
And then then I know that, I'm sorry, I was glancing through the comments. Tracy's getting an echo from myself and Mel. If anyone else is getting an echo, let us know. But Tracy, you might try shutting it down and coming back in. And then I am reading Wolf Song by TJ Klune. I have 70 pages left, and y'all, I need to finish this like right now.
Good morning, my lovelies. It's a little after 6 a.m. and I'm surprisingly wide awake. I don't know how that happened because I was up late with the sprints last night, and then I had to get up at 5 a.m. this morning, or 4:50 a.m. this morning. So I don't know how I'm quite so wide awake, but I am, and we're going with it because I have a lot I need to get done today. I have a huge video. Oh my goodness, a huge video that I need to edit, which is going to take a while. I also need to go grocery shopping, and I need to go by the post office because I didn't get to yesterday, and I have some books to send to somebody. So I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today. I imagine that, well, before I get into what I want to read today, let me tell you about yesterday. So yesterday, during the reading sprints, I started and finished the first volume of Fence. And this one, I don't know, there was nothing I really disliked about it. I mean, granted, this character, I think his name is CG or something like that. He's an ass. And then there's another guy in here, the playboy, his name is Aiden, and he's also an ass. He's like the man whore. But other than, like, you know, their characters I liked or disliked, there's nothing inherently good or bad about this. I felt like nothing really happened during this one. It seems like it's one that I could really like, but at least in the first volume, to me, nothing happened, and it was just okay. So I'm actually going to give this just 3 stars. But I was talking to Clint and Kaylani last night about it and how I was feeling, you know, in regards to this. And Clint has read a few of them, and he says he's only got left to read volume 4. And he said by volume 4, that's where, like, the relationship thing finally starts to take place. He said it's an incredibly, incredibly slow burn. And yeah, so I was like, so should I just not continue? And he's like, give it another book or 2. So I think I might see if my library has a copy of volume 2, and maybe I'll read it that way, because I don't know that I want to buy the second volume just yet. So I finished this, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I also continued with The Great American Whatever, and I'm on page 225 of this, so I only have this much left. And this is one of them that I expect that I'll finish today, because I have an audiobook for this. So while I'm out and about, I'll listen to this. And then I'm also still working on Perfect on Paper because it's my buddy read. So I'm kind of like making myself stop. I'm really, really enjoying this though. We are currently on page 204. I haven't read today's pages, so I'm going to get to somewhere around like right here today. And again, I have audiobooks for this, so yeah, both of them are on Scribd. Yeah, I couldn't remember if one of them was Scribd and one of them was Hoopla, but they're both Scribd. So I'm not going to finish this today, but I will get another chunk of it done while I'm out and about. And that's probably it as far as my reading goes. If I do have some time to sit around and read, I will start working on Anya's Ghost, because it's the last book other than finishing the group book that I'll need to read. So those are my plans for today. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will talk to you later. Oh, also, my shirt for the day. I thought it was really cute. And I'm wearing my little spiderweb sweet legs. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Good morning, my lovelies. So it is currently like 7:30 in the morning, and I wanted to first tell you how I did yesterday. So I got all my errands run pretty early in the morning, and by 10 o'clock I was home and I was ready to work on my video, though I don't know what I was doing like part of the time because I procrastinated a lot yesterday. But I did end up finally getting my video completed, which took forever. And then I still have to upload it today, but I managed to finish The Great American Whatever yesterday by Tim Federle. I think I'm gonna give this like 2 stars. I really wasn't the biggest fan of it. It is kind of sort of a queer romance and a gay coming out story, but like, okay, the coming out part was fine. The romance part was weird, and at times it was cute, like that romance was cute, but other times it was just, I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. There were also other things. This is about a boy who, his sister died in a car wreck 6 months prior, and he had sent her a text message which she was responding to when she ran the stop sign or whatever, and it caused her to wreck. And he had said something terrible to her because they were like fighting over something, and he said something along the lines of just die already or something like that. And then she was responding to his text, and she died. So he's harboring that guilt. The whole death of the sister thing was, I wasn't the biggest fan of how it was written, how it was handled throughout the whole story. And it was kind of, when in regards to that part, like that subject, there wasn't really enough emotion for me. It was just, I don't know, it seemed very nonchalant and like, I don't know. Also, he talks about how his dad just like up and left, and his mom's really let herself go, and he talks a lot about how much weight she's put on and how big she is, and talking about other people, like somebody else's mom. He's like, she's thin, but my mom's prettier, you know, as yeah, he calls his mom beautiful, but he also talks about how big she is a lot and how much she eats. And yeah, there was a lot of things that just didn't really touch me the right way with this book. So I'm going to give it a 2 star. And I also continued reading Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez, and I am loving this book, and I'm really excited to continue today. And then I think I'm supposed to finish tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. Also today I want to read Anya's Ghost. This is a graphic novel. This shouldn't take long at all. Maybe I'll read a little bit more of Don't You Forget About Me. I might possibly see about if I have an audiobook for one of the other books that I need to read this month that's not part of Fall Into Reading Athon. Because I also have work around the house that I need to get done. Marty's parents are coming today, and I need to like get the room ready for them and a bunch of other stuff. And Xander is having a football game. It's actually their homecoming game, so the whole schedule is going to be different than normal because like homecoming court and all that stuff. So we're going to go to the game tonight. And yeah, that's my plans for today. I'll probably film some clips from the game. That'll be fun. Oh, and my shirt for the day, Drumline Mom. This is also the colors for their school. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Filming the beautiful people.
I love it. That reminded me of a song.
Filming the beautiful people. I can't sing ya.
Call your attention to the north end zone. Our nation's colors tonight are being presented by the Hixson High School Air Force Junior ROTC Wildcat Cadet Corps. This evening's commander is Cadet Major Dominic Delicio. The Tennessee state flag is being carried by Cadet Technical Sergeant Mallory Schwartz. On rifles are Cadet Staff Sergeant Jasmine Crow and Cadet Airman Basic Samantha Wildy. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors and playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's moment of silence is in loving memory of those that have lost their lives and families affected by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Please join us after the national anthem in a moment of silence.
Dr. Ziegler is escorting last year's 2020 homecoming queen, Grayson Hartley. Grayson is enrolled at UTC studying to be an elementary school teacher. She is currently working at Salon Lavella and enjoys spending time with family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Grayson Hartley and Dr. Lee Ziegler. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that we have something that's hasn't happened in over a decade. We have 2 queens this year. There was an equal tie. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've all been waiting for. The 2021-22 homecoming queens for Hixson High School is Miss Riley Elizabeth Bellamy and Miss Anna Daniels Ward.
You want to vlog? Okay.
I may have to TikTok this.
Holding our hands up for spoilers. So it's been a minute since I talked to you, and I've gotten quite a bit done since then. So on Friday, as you saw, we had the homecoming game and all of that. Also on Friday, I managed to finish Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez, and I give this 5 stars. It's amazing, and I'm pretty sure I've told you all about this book. If not, I'll put this synopsis right here. But this was amazing, and having the chat with Sophie today was also amazing. I will link that up here, whichever side, if you want to go and check out that live show with her. It was great. This was great. Yeah, 5 stars. And then on Saturday, as you saw, I went to the library, and while I was there, I checked out some books. So let me show you what I got. I'm gonna see if maybe possibly I can get these to go into my like wheel or whatever for next month, because I want to get them read so I can get them returned to the library. But I picked up the next 3 volumes of Fence. If I fall in love with it, then I'll buy it, but if I don't fall in love with it, then I can just return this. And but yeah, I wasn't sure, so I decided to continue it this way. And then I also picked up Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker. This is a middle grade book. If you've read Middle Game by Shauna McGuire, she references this book, Over the Woodward Wall, throughout that book. A. Deborah Baker is Shauna McGuire, so this is like the book being referenced in that book. And I don't really know anything about it other than that, but I'm excited to read it. And because it is perfect for October, I also got Pumpkinheads by Faith Erin Hicks. I've heard really, really good things about this. It's a super cute graphic novel, perfect for this time of year, and yes, I want to read that. And then I also picked up this random book I've never heard of, but it looked really interesting. And it's funny because it's not something I would normally gravitate to. It's like goblins and elves and things like that. That is The Assassination of Brangwain Spurge. And I can tell you, like, there's a lot of pictures throughout. Oop, there went my receipt. Like, the prologue and the entire first chapter is literally nothing but pictures. And it's not until chapter 2 when we get to words. And it's like that throughout the book. So you'll have big chunks where there's just pictures, and then you'll have chunks where it's just words. And I was interested. I don't really know anything about it except for like there's an elven emissary and historian and spy. Okay, so it says agent Brangwyn Spurge, elven emissary and historian, spy, mission to cross the Bone Cruel Mountains via giant crossbow, infiltrate the dark foul goblin kingdom under pretense of a gift exchange, and spy on the evil goblin government and the kingdom's mysterious overlord, Gog. Objective: send visual transmissions back to Lord Cliver's elven spy master, and with luck, do what no elf in living memory has done. Return from the goblin kingdom alive. And then it also has Agent Werfel, Goblin Ambassador and Archivist, Excellent Host. Mission: to show his honored elven guest a splendid time in the historic goblin city of Tenbrian. Objective: inform on his elven guest to the goblin secret police. And also there's Agent Lord Cliver's, Spy Master. Mission: to successfully launch an elven spy into the goblin kingdom. Objective: protect the realm of Elfland at any cost. And I don't know, I'm intrigued, and it looks really cute, and I just want to read it. So I'm hopefully going to find a way to fit these into my TBR for next month. Also on Saturday, I finished Anya's Ghost by Vera Broskol. And this is about a Russian girl living in America, and she doesn't have a whole lot of friends. And one day she's kind of like running away from an embarrassing situation and falls down a well. And while she's down this well, she meets a ghost of this other girl that fell down there like 90 years before. And this ghost wants to be her friend and kind of finds a way to follow her home, and is like helping her in school and trying to help her get a boy. But when Anya no longer wants this ghost help, things get pretty creepy. I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Also, that actually completed all of my prompts for the Fall Into Reading Athon, so let me go over those really quick. So for School's In Session, read the group book or buddy read a book. I read the group book, which is perfect on paper. This also completed for the Magical Readathon, Aurelium Academy arc, a book with a school setting. That's what I read for that one. For the Fall Into Reading Athon, Anya's Ghost completed the prompt Beneath the Harvest Moon, channel your inner beast and read a paranormal book. It also completed in the Magical Readathon, Ruin of the Sky, read a book featuring ghosts / haunted house or other supernatural elements. So this worked perfect for that. The Great American Whatever I used for online learning, read a book, ebook or audiobook, and I listened to this off of Hoopla. And for Bookopoly, this completed my prompt for Who. And for the Magical Readathon, this completed the prompt for Tower of Rumination, read a 5-star prediction. Boy, was I wrong. Very, very wrong. Because it was 2 stars. Yeah, very wrong with that. Fence completed my prompt for Friday Night Lights, read a book that involved a competition, sports game, contest, tournament. And yeah, that was the only prompt that filled. For the prompt Who Wants Candy Corn, read a book with white, orange, and or yellow on the cover. I was to read As You Like It, a Shakespeare story. And this also worked for my TBR knockout prompt that was any form of land on the cover. Yeah, that was it for that one. And then The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine worked for my pumpkin spice lattes and apple picking, read a book with a fruit or beverage on the cover. And this also worked for my TBR knockout, read a book with fruit or veggies on the cover. And also for the Magical Readathon, the Novice Path Entrance, read a book with a map. And this does have a map. So with that, I actually completed every prompt on the novice path for the Magical Readathon. I've completed every prompt that I needed for a Bookopoly. I completed every prompt for the Fall Into Reading Athon, and I completed every prompt for my TBR knockout. Like, what? As far as the Magical Readathon, the only thing I have left is one of my character creation ones. And I am currently working on that one right now because that's actually my buddy read for the rest of the month. That is The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. And I am currently on page 197 of this. I will be finishing this on the 30th, so this is going to get done before the end of this month. Okay, so some other things that I want to try to complete in next week's vlog by the end of this month. I'm currently reading Don't You Forget About Me by Kate Karras Quinn. This is one of my Have I Read It's. I'm on page 157 of this, so really close to halfway, but not quite. And I've started listening to The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. This is like a historical spy, like women code breakers set in World War II time. And I'm actually really enjoying this. And I'm on page 363 of this, so a little more than halfway. And then I have My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, not Ashley, and Jody Meadows. So I was supposed to read My Plain Jane for one of my Have I Read It's, but I realized this was the second in the series. So I want to read this one, and if I can, I also want to read this one. I don't know if that's going to happen because there's not a lot of days left in the month, but that's what I'm going to try. And then if by chance I have any time remaining, and this wasn't really required for anything except for Buzzwordathon, I will work on Two Dark Reigns. I know I decided to push this to the end of the month instead of the beginning of the month just because there were other things that I needed to prioritize. So if I can get to it, cool. If I can't, it's not a big deal and I'll just get to it whenever. Maybe I'll even get to it in October. Who knows? So you'll have to stay tuned for next vlog to see if I actually complete all that. Also on Saturday we had our after hours live show, and that was a blast. I will link that up here if you want to go and check that out. It's 5 hours of just nonsense. Okay, maybe there's like an hour of readathon stuff and then 4 hours of nonsense. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. We always get kind of stupid in those, and this was no exception. And during that after hours live show, I actually did a couple of unboxings. So Kaylani sent me a gift, and it came on Saturday, so I opened that up in the live show. She sent me Wolf Song by TJ Klune, and they want me to read it next month, so I'm gonna have to try to fit this on my TBR as well. She sent me a little note here. It says, "Enjoy your gift, you will love it," from Kaylani. So thank you, Kaylani, I love you. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to fit this in next month as well. My TBR for next month is already so big, and I haven't played any of my games. I'm a little concerned. The other unboxing was right here. This was my bookish box from Blood and Ash thing, like special editions. So we got this super soft blanket, and it says, "I vow to keep you safe, Penelope, from this moment until the last moment. I am yours." And there's like a dagger. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, there's like flowers and a dagger going through it. Super cozy. So yes, I love this. It's very cozy. What else? We have this candle that says Castile. It's cinnamon pine and dark spices. It looks like this. It's a woodwick candle. It smells very, very nice. There's some more stuff, but it's under the books. Each book came in one of these, and it was wrapped in plastic. I just stuck it back in here for now, but the plastic's off. So this is From Blood and Ash. it looks like this. And these beautiful stenciled edges. And let me take the jacket off. Here's what the end pages look like. The naked book looks like so. Very, very pretty. And there's art inside. Okay, the next book is A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. And the stenciled edges look like this. The book by itself looks like so. And the art within. Oh, and this is what the end pages look like. Oh, and they are signed as well. Or at least the first one's signed and the other two are like digitally signed or printed on or something. Then the third book is The Crown of Gilded Bones. And these stenciled edges look like so. Without the dust jacket, this one looks like this. And the art inside looks like so. Oh, and the end pages for this look like that. And then when you have all of them together, they look like this. The pictures line up together. Then we have the shirt, which says, "You will bow before your queen or you will bleed before her." And it's very, very soft. We have a sticker that says the same thing. We have this really big keychain that's a dagger or sword, and it says, "You're an absolutely stunning, murderous little creature." And that looks like so. We have a necklace that has a dagger, and it says, "From blood and ash we will rise." There we go. We have 3 bookmarks. One has Poppy, one has Castile, and one has Kieran. They look like this. The backs look like this. And then we have this steamy little art print, like so. And that is everything that was in that box. Did I go over everything? I feel like I did. So I'm just gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!